Network and networking. A network is a communication system that allows the transfer of data between different computer systems. In other words, a network is a series of computer systems that are linked together so that they are able to share computing power or storage facilities. The link may be between computers in the same building or between computers in different parts of the company or even of the world. Networking is all about sharing data, software, and peripherals such as printer, modem, fax machine, internet connection, CD-ROM, hard disk, and other storage equipment. A small network can be as simple as two computers linked together. A large network can link hundreds or thousands of computers and peripherals together in various configurations. Types of network. Computer networks are categorized according to how they are organized physically, the ways in which they are used, and the distance over which they can operate. The categories can be classified as Local Area Network (LAN), Metropolitan Area Network (MAN), Wide Area Network (WAN), Local Area Network (LAN). Local area network are confined to a small area. Usually, this small area is within a building. About 1.5 kilometers is the maximum length for the LAN. Sometimes LANs spread through several buildings on the same site. Messages can be sent between the terminals, and this is very useful for sending memos between offices. For example, school, college, university. Metropolitan Area Network (MAN). Metropolitan Area Network implies several networking together over a wider area of about 100 kilometers. For example, cable network in a city. Wide Area Network (WAN). Wide Area Network covers a wide geographical area. Using WAN, computers may be linked together in different countries using satellites, microwaves, or telecommunication links. It is sometimes known as long-haul networks, LHNs. Internet is an application of WAN. Advantages and disadvantages of networking. Advantages. Expensive peripheral devices such as laser printers and scanners can be shared between users. Messages can be sent between users in the same site with LANs or anywhere in the world with WANs. All users can access the same files, so this avoids having duplicate information. Network software can be purchased, which is often cheaper than buying an individual package for each machine. Disadvantages. If WAN is used, sophisticated equipment is needed, and the rental of telecommunication links make it very expensive. A loss in the ability to transmit data for even a short time can cause havoc, with tasks having to be performed manually. File security is more important with networks, especially if they are connected to the public telephone system. For instance, if a virus were to get into a network, then it could affect all the networked terminals. Wiring can be expensive both to buy and install. Wiring has to be sunk to avoid trailing across a floor where it would be dangerous. Network topologies. There are many different devices that may be connected to a network, such as CPU, disk drives, printers, etc. All of these need to be brought together in some way. Most often cables will be used to connect the terminals or nodes and other equipments together, although radio communication links may be used. Topology may be defined as a geometrical arrangement of nodes. Nodes can be connected in a variety of different ways. These are called topologies. The four common network topologies are line or bus topology, ring topology, star topology, hierarchical topology, line or bus topology. In line or bus type of topology, the data is sent to all the devices on the network. At the same time, if the terminal is not working properly, others are not affected. There is no central computer used to control the network, so each of the terminals has equal status. The main advantage of the line or the bus network is that it is cheap and reliable. Ring topology. In the ring topology, the terminals and other equipments are connected together in a circle. None of the computers in the network is more important than others. One of the main disadvantages in the ring topology is that if there is a break in any part of the communication line, then all the devices in the network get affected. Star topology. There is a computer at the center that is used to control the whole network. If this machine breaks down, then the whole network breaks down. Star topologies use more cabling and are therefore more expensive than other topologies. It is very fast since there is a path from each terminal to the central computer. Hierarchical topology. Hierarchical networks are those networks where one or more computers are more powerful than the rest. These networks are often called client-server networks because a more powerful computer called the server is used to look after printing, file maintenance, and other peripherals. Less powerful computers are called clients and are connected to the network. They make use of the services provided by the server. There are two types of server. Dedicated server, which manages all the files in the network. They are not available to use as terminals. Non-dedicated server, which is used to manage the print request from users on the network. The advantage is that the individual computers are no longer tied up maintaining their printers. Components of networking. The components that make up a network are software, hardware. Software. Network software is the part of operating system such as Windows NT, which manages a network. All the latest versions of Windows also support computer networking. Depending on the type of networking, the software are chosen by the engineers for network installation. Hardware. The basic structure for networking are described as network card. To use a personal computer as a terminal on a network, it is necessary to include a device called a network card inside the computer. It looks like a small circuit board and slots itself into one of the motherboard. The role of network card is to move the signals on the network cables. Hub. The hub is the central connection point for wiring the network, and all stations on the local area network are linked to each other through the hub. It is a device that provides the network with a single point of connection for all other devices. Switch. A switch is more sophisticated than a hub. It works more efficiently because it learns network address automatically, providing a dedicated line to a network. A mode or a hub can be connected to a switch. Repeater. A repeater is a communication device which connects the two network cables. Repeaters are used to increase the cable length. It strengthens the signal to proper amplitudes and sends them to other segments. Bridge. A bridge is more sophisticated than a repeater. It is used to interconnect the two networks using the same technology. It reduces the traffic on other network segments since it does not send all the data packets. A router transfers data from one network to another using different technologies. It has the address on the network. It has the ability to connect different physically and logically organized networks. It reads each incoming data packet and decides how to forward it. Gateway. A gateway interconnects two different kinds of networks on the internet. It converts one protocol format to another. Modem. Modem is a device by which computers exchange information over telephone lines. Both the sending and the receiving ends of a telecommunication channel must have a modem for the data transmission to occur. Data transmission media. Cable. Cables are used to connect devices on a network. Cables vary both in performance and cost. The copper wires transmit data in the form of a varying current, such as coaxial cables or twisted pair. The fiber optic cable works by transmitting the data as a series of pulses of light along a thin glass fiber. It is very fast medium of transferring data, and they do not suffer from interference like copper cables. Radio, laser, and infrared links. A laser beam is used to transmit the data between two different sites. The distance between the buildings can be up to a maximum of 20 kilometers, but it is considerably less than this, as the quality of the data communication can be adversely affected by the weather. Infrared links are used to link machines together inside the same building. This prevents the need to have cables underneath the floor or around the walls. It is like using the remote control. Radio networks are becoming popular in the field of both business and educational institutions. For example, if you had a portable computer suitably equipped and if your school ran a radio-based network, then you could use your portable computer anywhere on the school site. The Internet. Internet is a worldwide computer network. It consists of multiple smaller networks where a few of them are linked by a satellite. When you are connected to the Internet, you can share information, search, browse, communicate with people all around the world. Information is transferred by breaking it into smaller units called packets. Each packet has a unique address that identifies the sender and receiver. This address is called the IP, Internet Protocol Address. Protocols. In a network, there are certain rules that control the sending and receiving of data. These rules are called protocols. The two most important protocols are TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, IP, Internet Protocol. Role of TCP and IP in networking. TCP/IP is a set of protocol developed to allow cooperating computers to share resources across the network. The TCP/IP establishes the standard rules by which messages are sent through the networks. The important traditional TCP/IP services include file transfer, remote login, and mail transfer. TCP is responsible for breaking up the message into datagrams, reassembling the datagrams at the other end, resending the message again if lost, and putting things in right order. IP is responsible for routing individuals' datagrams. Examples of other protocols are HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Files on the Internet are transferred across the Internet using HTTP servers. FTP, File Transfer Protocol, used to transfer data from one computer to another. SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol,